You must be Amanda.
Yeah?
Is your mommy home?
She's upstairs lying down. She has a headache. Who are you?
Well, I'm a friend of your daddy's. I was just wondering if you or your mommy'd heard from him. You know, where he is or how he's doing.
You have exactly 10 seconds to get off the property before I call the police.
She's a friend of Daddy's.
You have a lot of nerve taking advantage of a child. You know, it's people like you that give journalists a bad name.
What?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, okay. Didn't mean to scare you.
She was a reporter?
Yeah.
How could you tell?
Oh, trust me, I could tell.
Why won't they just leave us alone?
Listen, this is not going to go on forever, okay? People will forget and they'll stop calling and they'll stop showing up at the door. They will.
My daddy was here. You tell him to Amscray.
You bet he would.
I miss him.
Amanda, what happened?
I'm sorry, Mommy. You always told me never to open the door to strangers. But you were upstairs taking a nap. Then Brooke was feeding Smokey in the kitchen.
It was just a reporter at the door, pretending to be a friend of Trevor's and trying to get Amanda to tell her where Trevor was.
Sweetheart. I'm so sorry for everything that's happening to you.
It's not your fault he had to run away from the police. They just have the wrong person. He didn't kill anybody.
Your father's a good man. He would never harm anyone. And he loves you so much. Everything's gonna be okay. So I don't want you to be scared or worried.
I'm okay. How's your headache?
Better. You want to read something out loud from your book?
I can't. I have to go write Daddy a letter. Then when we find him, we can mail it to him.
That's sweet. I know how much he'd appreciate that. Will you send him my love, too?
Sure.
Listen, kids are very resilient. They find a way to get through the worst of times.
Most kids don't have a father who's accused of murder and forced to live life on the run.
She will get through this, Janet, and so will you.
And what about Trevor? Being accused of a crime he didn't commit. Hiding out God knows where. And she's counting the minutes till he comes home. And she's being so brave. She doesn't even cry.
She's worried about you.
She said that? Why?
She says that you talk to yourself in the mirror. And she's afraid that you're getting sick again.
What if I talk to myself in the mirror? Amanda and I have discussed it, and she realizes that the only reason I do that is because Trevor's not here to talk to.
Look, Janet, all I know is that Amanda has been through a lot for a kid. I mean, she believed for a long time that Natalie was her mother, and then Natalie died.
I know, Brooke. You really don't have to remind me of this. I mean, I feel bad enough as it is for the part that I played in it. But Amanda and I have come a long way since then.
I know that. And I know that you adore her and she adores you. I don't know if she's ever going to be able to forget
that I was Janet from another planet. Well, I'm not that person anymore. It's in the past. She knows I'm not like that. And because of her and Trevor, because of the love they gave me, that's what saved me.
But Trevor is not here now.
He'll be back. Or he'll send for us. We'll be a family again. He promised me and Amanda.
Listen, I hope that day comes soon, but in the meantime, you have a little girl who's afraid because she feels she lost her father. And she's afraid because she feels she's going to lose her mother, too.
I'm not going anywhere.
I'm not talking about physical distance.
You think I'm losing it, don't you?
No, I don't.
But you're saying Amanda does.
I just think Amanda wants to feel safe.
She is safe. I would do anything to keep her safe, anything to protect her.
Do you really mean that?
Of course.
Then, what do you think about seeing Dr. Jaffe again?
You think I need a shrink?
I think that she's familiar with your case.
My case? I don't believe this. Why are you saying this?
Look, hold on, okay? This was not my idea.
Well, then, whose was it?
It was Trevor's because he thought it would be good for you and for Amanda.
Trevor thinks I should see Dr. Jaffe. When did he tell you this?
When he called, when he wanted me to make sure that you and Amanda were okay.
What exactly did he say?
Just that he is worried. He's worried. He's been worried for a while.
Oh, since when exactly?
Really, since Derek told you that Sophie had escaped from prison. He said that you, from that point, you were on edge, and you would go off and not tell him where you were. He thought basically you were hiding something from him.
Well, of course, I was hiding an ex-con that had just killed a prison guard and was threatening to kill my whole family.
He knows that now.
But he still thinks I should see a shrink.
Janet, he loves you. And he's concerned about you.
About what? That I'm going to turn back into Janet from another planet.
Janet, aren't you worried about yourself?
No, I'm not worried. Because I fought those demons and I won.
It still wouldn't hurt to talk to Dr. Jaffe.
I didn't come after Sophie, you know. She came after me, tried to kill me. I just defended myself. It wouldn't even have happened if she hadn't shown up here.
But it did happen, and she did show up. You know, you've been through a horrible ordeal. Janet, you killed somebody. I've been there. I know what it's like to wonder about yourself. This is not something that you should try and handle by yourself. And Trevor would not want you to do it all alone.
I can handle my feelings, Brooke.
By doing what? By talking to yourself in the mirror? Why do you keep looking in the mirror?
I'm not.
Yes, you are. You've been doing it ever since we started talking about Dr. Jaffe. There isn't any shame in needing help once in a while, you know? I mean, if you're worried about Amanda, I would
Look,
be more...
I can take care of my daughter myself.
I never said that you couldn't.
But you implied that I needed help.
No, I didn't. I think you're a wonderful mother. Look, you know, if you don't want to talk to Dr. Jaffe, there's a psychiatrist who counsels women at the shelter. I could give you her name and number. Would you just think about it?
I don't know.
Look, just sleep on it, all right? And just let me know.
All right.
I'm gonna go up and check on Amanda, if that's okay.
Fine. But he still thinks I should see a shrink.
Janet, he loves you. And he's concerned about you.
About what? that I'm gonna turn back into Janet from another planet.
Janet, aren't you worried about yourself? About yourself?
What a crock. What is? Brooke's trying to make you think you're losing your marbles.
Isn't that rich?
She's just concerned, that's all.
Concerned? Yeah, right. Why don't you try opening those baby blues, you moron? She's jealous.
Jealous of what?
Is your brain so fogged in, you've actually forgotten that she lost a daughter? Janet, she's after your kid.
She's just being a friend, that's all.
Fine. Don't believe me. But when it happens, don't say I didn't warn you. Brooke's after your turf. Who's hubby been calling while he's been out on the lam? Brooksy Poo, not you.
He's afraid our line might be tapped.
Ha! Now, do you want to remain queen of denial? Or do you want to do something about that home sweet home breaking bimbo upstairs?